Hi, me again with another little tale about what's going on in part of my life. A couple weeks ago, I put out a video here talking about trying to find happiness, my quest for happiness. And one of the things that I started to realize is that I really need to start making some changes in both my personal and professional life. On my other channel, I talked about the need for reinvention and getting myself re-energized to do my business, because really that's what I have to do. I'm self-employed and I'm kind of hanging in there, but I really need to up my level. And here I talked about the quest for happiness. In a few weeks, we're going to be holding a New Year's Eve day party, which sounds really goofy, but we're going to have our party during the day. It's going to end at 8 o'clock so that people can go out and have their fun, go to their parties, do their drinking, and my wife can fall asleep around 10 o'clock like she usually does so I can watch the ball drop on my own. She decided that she was going to redesign the laundry room area. And that may sound strange, but truthfully, that's where we're going to store a lot of the stuff. Whenever we throw a party, we have a lot of stuff. We have tons of food, we have tons of drink, but we don't drink alcohol. But we put it all back in the laundry area, or as much of it as possible. And then we have crock pots and other kind of stuff in the kitchen and even maybe in the dining room a little bit. So we have a whole ton of stuff. In the course of doing that, my wife and I were out looking at different things, and we ended up at this rug place. And I've been looking for a new rug for my office, and it needed to be a certain size. The last rug I got was just kind of way too big on one side, so it kind of flops up against the wall, and now I can't push anything up against it. And this was 10 years ago. Found a rug that had one dimension was exactly what I wanted, and the other dimension just slightly big, but I decided to go ahead and pay for them to make a little minor change to it, so it's going to fit this area well. So we get home, and my wife is sitting in the chair. There's a chair over here next to my desk, and she says, we should do some other things with this room. When I got the other rug was the last time this room was redesigned in any way, shape, or form. So this is 10 years ago, and we started to talk, and we decided, yes, we're going to change it somewhat. And this room is going to basically change 50%. By that, if you see back here, I've already got two new things up here. There's one much higher that you can't see, and then there's one over to the side that you can't see. And what we're also going to do is my entire room is red. And I love the red, but I'm looking for a little bit of change. One of the things that happens when your room is red, even if it's a bright red, is that at times it's really dark in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint one wall white, totally white. And I've got things on the wall already, so we'll be moving some of that stuff around. And then I'm going to paint a half wall white, which ought to be kind of cool. And then I'm looking to maybe trim a couple of the wood spots red, but my wife's not really up for that. But we'll see how it goes. And we're going to move some of the furniture around. So what's going to happen here is that what you see is pretty much going to be exactly what you see. I mean, there's almost nothing behind me that's going to change. There's something that's going to change next to me, but my desk is going to be here. So once it's probably all totally done, what I will probably do is do a video live using Google Hangouts. In my last video, I talked about trying to do a YouTube live stream, and that just failed miserably. But then I found out that you can actually still do Google Hangouts and do a live recording on there. So what that allows me to do is take just screenshots, or actually just pictures, and then open them up on the browser, and then I can let you see the browser so I can show you the before and after pictures. And I'm doing that because, like I said, after 10 years, if I'm going to change the rug, I might as well change a bunch of other things, right? And it's just something that I thought it was time to do to just get kind of re-energized. And here's the thing. Y'all are hearing this from me. Most of my friends aren't going to know until it's done because most of them don't watch my videos. And that's pretty common. I mean, most of my friends, almost none of them read my blog. I think maybe every once in a while one or two of them will. But, you know, that's how it is with friends. It sounds really strange, but our friends don't necessarily get into watching our videos or, you know, get into reading our blogs. And, you know, I'm good with that. Anyway, it's going to be a big change, and I think it's going to lift me up a little bit because I never had any kind of idea on how to redesign anything in this room. I pretty much thought it was going to be like this. And this was a redesign 10 years ago, and the way I initially had it, nothing just worked out right. And at that time, my wife came up with some ideas. Since we're moving the rug, it made this a little bit easier and comfortable. And like I said, I've lasted 10 years. So things are going to change. Actually, you may notice a change at some point, which is this curtain, which I've have always kind of wanted to change somewhat. And my wife now says she's going to help me change the curtain. I didn't pick this out. I don't know anything about picking out curtains. But she's going to help me do something. So I'll have this curtain and I'll have a curtain on the side. So yeah, you will see some kind of change. And hopefully it doesn't clash with me. Although my friend Scott thinks that this curtain here clashes with me. What are you going to do? And, you know, that's pretty much the topic here, is that sometimes you have to make a change that may not help you across the board, but it may just help your mind to feel freer and to feel a little bit better. I mean, a lot of people go out and they buy stuff when they want a change or they're not feeling well or whatever. They just go out and just spend all kind of money. Yes, we're spending some kind of money, but anything that we do in this room is going to be, you know, kind of permanent. Nothing is permanent, but it's going to last at least 5 to 6 years, and that'll make me kind of an older guy. Not that I'm not already an old guy, but it'll make me, you know, even older when we decide to maybe do something again. I think this is all going to work out. It's going to make my space look cooler. It's going to actually be a bit more functional for me, which is something I haven't had. And my wife will look like the genius that she always is. You know what? Your wives are always geniuses. Y'all just need to learn it. Of course, I will still say she's not smarter than me, but we're geniuses in different ways. So let me know, are you planning any changes for the new year? Are you looking to, you know, maybe make your business better? Are you looking to make yourself feel better? Just drop me an idea. Let me know what you think. I will talk to you guys next week.